Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the players that Barcelona are working on when it comes to their contracts. They want to renew these two players, which is going to be regarding Dembele and Gavi. These are two very important players for the future. Barcelona do want to get it done. Xavi Hernandez has also given the green light for these two players, and now we're going to be here to talk about these two Barcelona players. But before we go into this, I do want to speak about the partnership between Sorare and Barca Media. It is one of the best partnerships that Barca Media have agreed with. If you guys do not know who Sorare is and what they are basically a digital collectible company and a fantasy football game where you do get to own your own digital collectible cards. You can collect these digital cards with your friends. You can also trade these cards with your friends, and you can use these cards every week, which is why it is considered as a fantasy football game. You can place these cards in a 5-man lineup through the week or through the weekend, and depending on who you place and how they perform, you are going to be winning special prizes, different cards. And of course there is going to be different tiers within Sorare. There is the common tier, the limited tier, the rare tier, the super rare tier, and the unique tier. The higher you do go, the more scarce it is going to be. And by using the link that I am going to be providing down below on the description box and on the pinned comment, if you use that link, if you buy a total of 5 cards that is on auction, you do win 1 free limited card. It is a very exclusive deal that you will not find anywhere else. And you guys can also follow me in Sorare and just follow my account so you guys can see exactly what I do win, the type of lineups I do have, the cards I do have. We can collect, we can trade. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys do enjoy this Sorare platform, and thank you to Sorare for supporting a content creator. But now let's get back into the video and let's talk about Dembele. Let's have a better understanding on where the parties do stand when it comes to the agent of Dembele, Barcelona, Joan Laporta, Mateu Alemany, because things are actually much better than expected. Like it does say here, according to Santi Ovalle, Dembele has informed that he is open to earning less money at Barcelona than what he would earn at other clubs. Barcelona, meanwhile, will look for formulas to try and get closer to the demands. He is happy under Xavi and has always wanted to stay. So just to give you guys like a idea on what Barcelona is trying to do, this may not even be the exact numbers, but I'm just going to give you guys like an idea, right, on just Barcelona's goal. And I'm also going to try and put things together based off what we have been hearing in the past 2 or 3 weeks. Again, these numbers are just estimates. We do not know for sure the exact number. It's just estimates and what we have heard. So let's say, for example, Dembele and the agent were asking for 40 million a year gross, right? This is something that we have heard about 3 to 4 months ago, which means net, right? The net salary, it is going to be 18 million euros per season. That is how much Dembele would be receiving, and that is how much the agent was asking to Barcelona. Now, we have heard many clubs offer a very big contract to this Frenchman, to Dembele, and one of those clubs, it is PSG. We have talked about before in a YouTube video where PSG have offered a 17 million euro contract a year for Dembele. They have also included a signing bonus, and so what that basically means is Barcelona is going to have to get around that range, right? That is what Barcelona want to do. They're trying to look for formulas. They want to get closer to that demand, and so we could see something around 9 to 10 million euros per season for Dembele if Barcelona do improve their offer. And I do think that we might be close in terms of this number, because when it comes to Barcelona's offer, I'm also going to show you guys another YouTube video that I have created and we have talked about a week ago. We have said, and there were reports about Barcelona's offer, that if Dembele does accept that offer that Barcelona has given on the table, it would place him within the top paid Barcelona players within this club. So again, it could be around this range when it comes to 9 to 10 million euros per season. And that is why we are seeing here today, when it comes to this report, that the club is looking for formulas to try and find out a way to see if they can afford something like this. Now, I know that this may seem bad, that Barcelona may look like they're stretching themselves, or it could actually be that they could afford it. It's just that they want to be very cautious on how they do spread their funds. We do not know, because at the end of the day, we do not work within this club, but we know that Barcelona is really trying. They really want to keep this player because they know that this is a quality right winger that Xavi Hernandez does want. He really does want Dembele to stay for another like 4 to 5 seasons. And the agent does know this too. He knows that this player player does want to stay, that the club does want him, and he is actually putting the player first, because it does say here, according to the exact same reporter, Dembele's agents are open to talking and negotiating a new deal with Barcelona's board, mainly because of the player's will to stay. The last meeting between Dembele and Barcelona was very positive, though still a long way to go for a total agreement, but the chances of a renewal are much more than in December. Right now, no date for the next meeting has been fixed yet. So look, like it does say in this report, we are still in a very long path. There's a very long way to go, but the picture is starting to become much more clear. There are competitors, there are buyers that are willing to come in and snatch this player, like PSG, who want to offer 17 million euros. According to many other reports, Chelsea also plan on doing a restart in the summer because they are going to be having a brand new owner. Chelsea have actually talked to Dembele and the agent before, back in January 2022. And then also we have Tottenham, who has approached Dembele, but Dembele does not see Tottenham as a serious club. But in the end, when it comes to like my opinion, I'm very delighted. I'm very enthusiastic because what we are seeing here is a very focused Dembele, someone who is very focused on his game, because we even have another report coming from Mundo Deportivo where it has stated that during negotiations with Dembele, he has asked the club, Barcelona, for guarantees that he will be treated in a special way in terms of physical preparation and injury prevention. And so this is very true. Like the trainings that we have been having over the past 4 years under Ronald Koeman, under Ernesto Valverde, they have not been in the required intensity. And every player needs to be individually studied to understand how the body works, how much can they take. And so this is a great thing to see that Dembele is putting pressure on this Barcelona club to basically say, hey, can you do better? Can you take care of me? Because if you take care of me, I will deliver. I do not want to suffer like how I've been suffering since 2018. So one other very interesting thing about this whole situation of Dembele and him being very focused on his own game is, I do know, and this is like for real, like I'm being so serious, I know that one of the biggest reasons on why Dembele has been so demanding, it is because of the World Cup that will be happening in a couple of months. Like I know this for sure. He wants to be fit. He wants to be ready. He wants to start under that French super team. And he wants to show to the coach that there is a big reason on why he should be starting. He is becoming a very serious player. And the best way to show to the French team that he should be starting in that squad in the World Cup in Qatar, what better way to do that but to do it under Xavi Hernandez, where that coach does greatly understand you and your game. So everything does indicate that after Barcelona do beat Betis on Saturday, hopefully I don't jinx it, but assuming that Barcelona do beat Betis and we secure that spot to the Champions League next season, finally Dembele and the agent can say, okay, Barcelona will be in the Champions League, let's find an agreement. Now let's move on and talk about Gavi, right? Because yes, it is true that Gavi will be renewing with Barcelona so soon. It is going to be happening because it does say here, according to Helena Condis, Gavi's renewal will be the next one to close. There was a meeting earlier today and it was very positive. Full satisfaction between the parties. There will be a new meeting next week to finalize the final details. So they are taking the exact same steps like how they did with Ronald Araujo. They have found that agreement. They do want to do it in writing, and by the time they are done, they're going to go back into that second meeting and sign those papers. It is so crazy to see Barcelona end this season in this way. Like, what a way, right? We are going to be securing a top 4 position. We are also going to be securing our youngsters that we value so much and is the future of this club. And when it comes to the details on Gavi, it does say here, according to Fabrizio Romano, Gavi's potential new contract may look like this. It is going to be a 1 billion release clause, and it is going to be a 5-year contract, which basically means that if Gavi does renew, he will be extending until 2027, the exact same length of Ansu Fati. And it's so crazy, and it's understandable that he is going to be receiving a 5-year contract. It is a very long contract, but it is understandable because he is only 17 years old. Like, he is still a kid. Like, even after 5 years, after 5 seasons, he'll still be only 22 years old. Like, it's just so crazy that Gavi's performing like this. Like, the amount of aggression and the amount of commitment he already has at the age of 17 years old, and he's not even close to turning 18. It is just so special, right? Like, where do you see this from a 17-year-old? Like, when did we ever talk about a 17-year-old player being this aggressive, being this committed, being such a leader on the pitch? It is just so exciting, and I'm so happy that this guy here is committed to play at Barcelona and wants to be here for many years. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.